Plaintiff, Gwendolyn Lee, says the defendant is her neighbor, and she claims after he wrecked 3 cars on her street, he damaged her garage, harassed her, and broke her door. And she has the tape to prove it. She's suing for the damages and emotional distress. Defendant Joshua Romali insists he accidentally broke Gwendolyn's door, but says it was only after she called him a gay slur.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, the defendant is my neighbor. On the 25th, Christmas Day, sitting in the house and I heard this loud bang. So by the time I got to the window, neighbors was already out. They were asking me that I know who cars they were. He had hit 3 parked cars, totaling 1. And the person car he totaled, I did know. He parked his car and he left. Went and I told the neighbor. The neighbor came, went and got him, and they called the cops. 2-3 days later, I'm on the phone with my sisters and my son, and I hear this loud noise again. That was when he backed into it's a garage.
Let me stop you at the first part. Where do you all live? Was it snowy and icy or something?
No. It was Christmas Day just passed.
Was he intoxicated? What did you come to find out? How would a person do that? Just no bad weather. Unless they were intoxicated, you didn't hear anything like that?
I don't know because I wasn't close enough to him.
Yeah, but y'all gossip. You know y'all gossip on that street.
But Your Honor, I don't know whether, because I only went to the door.
What is the gossip? What is the gossip on the street?
They just said that he was the one who hit the people's cars.
Let me hear from him. Cars. Sir, let's start with the cars.
Okay, well, the events of that accident don't have anything to do with why we're here today, first and foremost. But if I can comment on it, I did not hit 3 cars. I did not hit 2 cars. I sideswiped 1 car, and that car shifted and kissed the car behind it.
Let me correct you as the judge. It is relevant. It's relevant because she's suing you for property damage. So she's laying a case of how you damaged property. So it's relevant. So you want to continue telling me what caused you to hit that car? Was it bad weather? Were you drunk? What caused you to hit a parked car?
I took the corner to get into our street way too fast. Okay. Because I was eager to get away from another car.
You're going too fast. All right. So let me hear from you on what happened later. And then that's the incident, I suppose, in question. So let's go there. This was how many days later?
This was on the 29th is when I heard another bang. And we have it's a garage that is across the street from me. And he backed into the garage, and that was that bang. By the time I got up again on the phone with my sisters and my son, I was like, wow, what was that? So when I looked out, and then it looked like it's the indentation from his car.
A car accident, another car accident.
It was his car that he backed up into the garage of the garage.
Okay.
So by the time I got down the steps, it looked like he was coming into my steps.
What do you mean it looked like he was coming into your steps? What does that mean?
Because of the way his car is and the wheels, it looks like he coming into my porch. So by the time I got down to the steps, outside, I said, yo, what are you doing? And when I said, yo, what are you doing? He went ballistic on me. Oh, you black big, go in the house. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You scum of the earth. And he just went on and on. And so I said to him, I do have something to do with it when it looked like you hit my car and you coming into my property. I do have something to do with it. You don't have nothing to do. Go to back in the house where you belong, because this ain't none of your business. It was a tow truck driver outside with him. So I said, because I couldn't see behind the way he was in the street, I couldn't actually see if he had hit my car. So I said to the tow truck driver, I said, did he hit my car? And before the tow truck driver could say anything, he said, B, what I say? You black B, go in the house because this ain't none of your business. And I said to him once again, it is my business. And Your Honor, if you would look on in the evidence on page 46, it showed from the indentation from where his car was. And that right there is what he backed into, was the noise.
This looks like a northeast coast city. Where are you all at? It looks like either Baltimore.
We're in South Philly.
So is this area gentrified or something?
Yes.
It's gentrified.
Yes.
Okay, because I know he wouldn't say this in a black neighborhood to you. You got to be lying. That man wouldn't say all that and black people surrounding him. No, ma'am. Don't believe that.
I have a video.
So it's a lot of white folks there. That's your point?
It's on video, Your Honor.
I'll see it. Let me hear from you, sir.
Okay, so I am starting to piece together why the plaintiff came out of the house so upset already. I figured she must have thought something was going on that I wasn't aware of, and now I can see what she was talking about. So my car was damaged in such a way that I could not drive it, but the tow truck driver asked if I could maneuver it. And I imagine there was probably a lot of noise from the wheel grinding against the wheel well and popping and all of that. So as I'm trying to maneuver the car, I do hear this woman's voice coming out of my passenger window saying, like, what the is you doing? And
that's not true, Your Honor.
Let him talk. He didn't interrupt you.
Okay.
And I stopped the car and I was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Am I crushing something? So then I rolled down my window and I was like, what? And she repeated, like, what the are you doing? And like started just carrying on. So I got out of the car and me and the tow truck driver looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, what is this woman's problem? So she starts going off about how I'm going to run into her house and all of this. And then the tow truck driver explained, ma'am, we're just trying to get this car out of the way. And then she continued yelling expletives, at which point I did say, you know what, just go back in the house. This has nothing to do with you. And until a moment ago, I had no idea that any car around there was hers. But what I can say is that I was nowhere near her house. I would have had to cross the road, going up onto the sidewalk, and then into where her steps are. And I would love to see that video she's talking about, to be honest.
Question, did you cause any damage in this case to any car?
No.
So why did the tow truck come again?
The tow truck came because I couldn't drive my own car to the shop because the wheel was damaged.
Okay.
And it actually took 3 tow trucks by the end of the night, but we can talk about that.
Okay, yeah, she had no reason to be concerned, did she?
To my knowledge, no.
All right, now I know you don't think so. Sir, let me explain to you. If on the same street you hit a neighbor, she wasn't sure whether her car was hit then or not. And then secondly, here we are a few days later, same block, same car, but yet she has no reason to even ask. The nerve of her to ask why this car that hit 3 the other day is out here on the sidewalk, as I see, with 3 tow trucks, as you say. She got a lot of nerve. Don't you ever do that. You ain't got that. You don't have that type of privilege.
Like
Let's see your tape. Let me see your tape, ma'am. That's right.
No, don't come down. Don't come here. I said don't come down here.
You told him don't come down here?
I was talking to my son for my son not to come here.
Y'all are black.
don't tell me what to do.
No, you gotta.
And right there is where he threatened me.
Yeah.
He lunged at me.
No, you right. I'm the wrong one.
That man ain't lunged at you.
He lunged at me.
You way up on the
Right.
top
but
of
if you, he got out of the camera sight and lunged at me and called me a black bee. And when I
lunged
was going
where? Where was he at to lunge? He lunged from the bottom of the stairs?
See, here it is. That's where he came
He
up.
came up on your sidewalk?
Yes.
So you came up on her door?
Yes.
You should ask the plaintiff what she said.
No, I'm
to
gonna
elicit
ask
that
you what I'm
response.
looking at. Did you come up to this woman's door?
Yes.
You done lost your mind. I don't care what she said. You walk away. You are a man messing with this middle-aged woman, and you're gonna walk up to her door. He did something to your door when he came up there?
Yes.
He didn't retreat, didn't walk away as the law requires. He came at you over words. Let me see this again. Well, they done got brave and brazen.
I am so glad that my son wasn't there because this could have turned out a whole different way. If my son had been there, and he heard him calling me out my name. The whole time, this man called me all kinds of B's and all of that. And my son was on the phone, Your Honor. My son was on the phone. It took 6 of us to try to contain my son. If my son had gotten to him that night, Your Honor, it would have worked out a whole different way.
Broke him in half.
Yep.
A whole different way it would have went.
Let me let him address what I just saw. Sir?
It is a lie, Your Honor.
I know. We got a lot of time. We got plenty of
Definitely
time. Take your time.
A lot of expletives were being shared. None of which, regardless of what the plaintiff might claim, it never went to a racial point, but a lot of other expletives were shared. It was very heated. And the thing that got me to lose my cool was when she called me a dumb white and then retreated into the house. And at that point, I went up to her door. And as you can see, I knocked on her door, admittedly very hard, and the decorative piece of the storm door absolutely broke as a result of my knocking on it. But as you can see from the video, I then walked away.
I just saw a guy came up to the stairs, and that's why you walked down, because you was about to get broken in half by that young black man who saw you attack this woman's door. Where on there am I supposed to have seen her call you a gay slur? Because I didn't see her saying that. Did she say it while that video was playing?
It was said.
Okay, I saw and heard everything, and I have a transcript of everything. I do see you calling her names and cursing her out. Ooh, you're glad her son wasn't there, doctor. He wouldn't have called you a thing. He would have called the ambulance.
Actually, Your Honor, her son did show up and was harassing my roommate.
He harassed the wrong one. That's the only thing he did wrong.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Ma'am, he's lied every step of the way. The video proved everything that he had already lied about. This man attacked your property, attacked you. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.